Hello and welcome. I am Tamara and I like to teach beginner sewing tutorials here on YouTube. But today is going to be a little bit different of a day. I have been getting a lot more questions lately as to where I get my fabric. I'm guessing this is stemming from the fact that Joanns has closed. I am so sorry for all of my American friends to hear that your favorite fabric shop has closed, but I've got you covered. There are a lot of different ways that you can still find fabric. So today I'm going to jump into some creative ways that you can find fabric, as well as different stores that you may not have thought of to find fabric. And then finally, a few out-of-the-box ways that you might be able to find some fabric. So let's jump on in and get started. The very first place that I am going to tell you to look for fabric is your own closet. I don't know if you can see behind me here, but I have 2 crates worth of old jeans. And this is not all of the jeans that I have ever collected. I do use up my old scraps. So this is just kind of the fresh collection that has come from a family of 4. But jeans are not the only place that I find fabric in my house. I highly recommend that you check out your linen closet. I know often our fitted sheets will pill, will wear out, will rip long before the top sheets. So in my linen closet, I have a lot of top sheets, and over time I have thrown out the bottom sheets. So definitely check out that linen closet, check out your closet, and if you have clothing that can't go to a consignment store, can't go to a thrift store, definitely start hoarding that in a basket and you will be able to make use of it. Now, let's move outside of the house a little bit, but before we start going to different stores, I want to get you to think a little bit more creatively. I'm going to start referencing my notes so that I don't forget anything. Before you start shopping, start thinking about curtains, tablecloths, tea towels even, runners, table runners, and bedding. Those are great ways of finding fabric. Obviously, you still want to consider what you're trying to make, whether or not you want something more polyester-based, more cotton-based, more flannel-based. If you're looking for flannel, bed sheets are a great place to find flannel. I made a Christmas garland. I can't remember if I bought a twin or a double sheet set for that, and I turned it into Christmas garland. I loved it. I am still using that garland 10 years later. Love it. I will definitely link to that particular project in the description down below. It's an old video, but it's a goodie. So let's talk about heading to our stores. The first store that you might think is an odd place to go would be your local hardware store. So Home Depot, Lowe's, that sort of a place. Back when I was doing a lot of DIYing with my neighborhood friend, we loved to buy the drop cloths in the paint section. They were a nice cream canvas, perfect for sewing beautiful zip bags. I actually used them as curtains for a while. So there's lots of different creative ways that you can even just use a drop cloth. Always check the clearance section. That is my highest tip for you. If you are perhaps not needing fabric immediately, just keep your eye out. Anytime you're shopping, check that clearance section out. See if there's an old pair of curtains there selling for $5, just maybe missing a panel or something like that. You can make use of that curtain. Now, other stores that I have found fabric at would be Walmart. When I went through Walmart, they also sell sewing machines, depending on your Walmart, of course. They had like fat quarter bundles. They had different jelly rolls. They had upholstery fabric. I loved going to Walmart to buy their upholstery fabric. So if you're looking for a random fabric like linen, stuff like that, you don't want just your basic cotton fabric, Walmart has nice bundles for that. They also carry all of the sewing necessities that you might need, like thread, that sort of thing. And the same goes for your Michael's Craft Store. Now, my Michael's Craft Store, I hadn't been there in a while, so I went to check it out. I knew they had quilter's cotton. Oh, I'm already losing my voice. This is not good. I just barely started talking. Okay, there, I feel a little better. So Michael's Craft Store, when I went to check it out, and I think this is because I've heard that Michael's Craft Store bought some of Joann's, something like that. So when I went into my local Michael's, I was very surprised. The fabric section had gotten larger. So it wasn't just your quilter's cotton or your regular cotton prints. They had some minky. They even had some vinyl for bag making. They had some interfacing. Interfacing is super helpful when you're sewing. They had a lot of different sewing machines that you could buy, which really surprised me because I had not seen that in the past. So I do think that Michael's Craft Store is slowly starting to expand their fabric line. So I am really excited to see what Michael's will do from there. Oh, and they were selling some simplicity patterns. So just easy beginner sewing projects, which I loved. And I actually found an animal rag quilt pattern. If you know me at all, you know I love animal rag quilt patterns, so much so that I wrote my own animal rag quilt pattern, which I am a little biased, but I think it's way better than the rest. So I will definitely link that in the description down below. But if you're looking for beginner patterns, Michael's also carried those. So I thought that that was pretty cool. Now remember, we were talking about thinking outside the box. And if you're thinking outside the box and you're thinking curtains, tablecloths, and the like, you can hit up places like Winners and Marshall's. You can hit up even the dollar store. So I went through our local dollar store and I found they had in their craft section, you could buy felt, but they also had table runners. They also had really nice wool scarves. So depending on the fabric that you need or the fabric that you want to sew with, you can definitely go to your local dollar store. When I went through my Winners, I went again to that clearance section. And often those clearance sections are at the back of the aisle. And I found really nice old towels, old curtains, and I found really nice blankets. Now, I love blankets to add to the back of quilts. I know often when you're quilting, you do a layer of batting and then you add a layer of cotton to that. But instead of doing that, you can add these warm blankets to the back. Now, make sure your sewing machine can handle that thickness, but that's definitely another option for you. Quick interruption here. If you're liking this video, please hit that thumbs up button because that lets YouTube know that this was a good video and then YouTube will share it with others. I greatly appreciate your support in that. And of course, if you like beginner sewing tutorials, hit that subscribe button so you don't lose me here on YouTube. Now let's keep on brainstorming. And I actually put this question out onto my community post where all of you get your fabric. And someone mentioned that they get their fabric at Hobby Lobby or what was the other one called? Marshall's Dry Goods. I've never been to one, but definitely check them out as well. And if you are lucky enough to have an IKEA in your city, then definitely check out IKEA. They actually have a section of fabric, which is really cool. You can, of course, go to IKEA, go to their sale section at the very end of the store, and they always have curtain panels and other fabrics just laying in a bin waiting to be picked up. Either they're a little bit damaged or a little bit dirty, but that is a great place to find a large chunk of fabric. But you can also check out their actual fabric section. I know that I have mentioned a lot of different stores that are fantastic if you live in a city. But what if you don't live in a city? Where do you find your fabric? Now, the beauty of living in a small town is that often there is a local quilt shop, and your local quilt shop carries more than just quilting fabric. So if you've never stepped inside, definitely walk on in, check it out, start asking them what kinds of fabric they have. I've gone to my local quilt shops now. They do happen to be in a city, so maybe they're more overstocked than a smaller town. But my local quilt shop still had canvas fabric. They obviously had your quilter's cotton. They still had all of the interfacings that I might need. They had flannel fabric, and they even had some minky fabric. So I was very impressed with how much fabric they had. Yes, it was a smaller assortment, but they still had what I needed. Another great place for you to find fabric is actually at your local thrift store. I know not everybody thinks to go to a thrift store. I love going to the thrift store to find fabric. I have found some really cool fabrics at the thrift store. But once again, you can go to the thrift store. They will have a fabric section, most likely. There will be a fabric section there. Now, my local thrift stores, they carry them a little bit differently. So the one thrift store, they have everything hung on hangers so I can really see the fabrics. The other one that I go to, everything is wrapped up in rolls. But either way, go to your thrift store. They will actually have proper fabric there. But if you don't see any fabric that you like there, don't forget to check out those other areas like curtains and bedding, and you will find plenty of fabric that you can use for your sewing projects. Now, going along with the thrift store, you can also go to flea shops and garage sales. And someone commented on my community post, a great idea is estate sales. It never crossed my mind to go to an estate sale, but I think that that is a fantastic place for you to try and find fabric. Now, before I jump on in to the final way that you can find yourself some good fabric, especially if you are in a small town, I do want to ask, if you do any online fabric shopping, let us know in the comments down below what your favorite online fabric shop is and around where you live. So what state perhaps you live in, or what country you live in, what province you live in. And I want to collect all of that information, and then I can do a proper part 2 to this video where I can talk just about online shopping. That is a whole thing in itself. So I don't want to dive into that in this video. There are so many small online fabric shops out there, and I would love to share them with you. But of course, depending on shipping and location, they might be good for you, they might not. So I would love to hear from you specifically. All right, now let's move on to the final way that you can find fabric, and that way is just asking. Now, that works for certain personalities better than other personalities. You can, of course, just put the word out. Talk to your friends. Talk to your local stores that you know might sell curtains and that sort of a thing. And just say, hey, if you ever get any damaged product and you don't really know what to do with it, I would love to take that off of your hands, and I would love to make use of it. If you're a little bit more bold, you could go to furniture stores and upholstery stores, because they often will have a lot of different sample fabrics. And those sample fabrics will only last so long before they get discontinued. Ask if you can take their discontinued samples off of their hands. You have no idea how often they are rotating through that, and they don't know what to do with the old stock. Let your friends know, hey, I'm looking for fabric. If you have a friend who loves estate sale shopping or thrift store hunting, garage sale, whatever it is, let them know, look, I'm not really into doing that sort of a thing, but I need fabric. So if you ever come across fabric, take a picture, send it to me. I will let you know right away if I want you to buy it. And they would love to do that for you. They're hunters. They love to look for different things. So if you give them a task, I betcha you will be surprised at how much fabric they can find you. So that is all of the places that I know that you can find fabric. However, I know that I'm sure you have got more ideas, so let me know in the comments down below other ways that you find your fabric as well. And for those of you who have been around for a while, I don't know if you have noticed that I've been changing my background throughout this video, and that is because I have a new sewing room, and I've been giving you a little bit of a tease here and there just for a little bit of fun. However, I must admit, I'm probably not going to show you my new sewing room for another 6 months or so, because I have to dismantle the whole thing again, get new carpet, re-put it all back up. So it is going to be a while before I feel like this sewing room is fully settled in so that I can share it with you, but I am so excited to share it with you. So I hope you enjoyed that little sneak peek as well. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day. Happy sewing, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.